I'm just pinning this comment on IG real quick. If you're pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube, youtube.com/slash the new TLR. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Who up in here? Who up in here? Who up in here? I ain't even got my banner running. I just walked in the house, man. Well, I ain't gonna say I just walked. I just walked the house about 2 minutes ago. I had to go fill up both vehicles. Had to go top both vehicles off, and then it's gonna be another long day for you, boy. The adventures of Super Dad don't stop. What's up to everybody pulling up, man? This is the overnight price action for 7/14/22. If y'all pulling up on IG, what's up 100? Y'all pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube. It's gonna be another long day for me. Uh, what's going on, Michelle? Your boy I got to go to Atlanta to this morning to pick up my nephew. I just dropped Timothy off. I just went and filled up both vehicles because my truck needed gas, Calandra car needed gas. Man, what's going on with the PPI numbers, man? Who looked at the PPI numbers? What we looking like? What we looking like as far as the PPI numbers? Y'all I ain't looked at nothing yet, man. Let's get the pleasantries out the way. Let's get right into it, man. My name Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and share my thoughts about the price action of the stock market, man. Started doing Tim's Tidbits to share everything I know, everything in my Chrome Dome, to share it with cousins for the free 99. And now that I done, you know what I'm saying, gave everything I got to give, I'm gonna continue to share stuff as I learn it. But my way of helping out now is just getting on the internet every day before the market open and after the market close, and share my thoughts on where I want to see price go during that day, and then look back and see how it played out, see how our thoughts played out. Cause the only way to get better at it is doing it, man. You can learn all you want to learn, but if you don't actually do it, if you don't actually execute, hey, what good is all you're learning? What's happening, family? What's happening, family? What's happening? Oh yeah, and then please hit the like button and share it with a cousin, man. Share it with a cousin you like. Share it with a cousin you don't like. That's the only thing I ask of you. Hit the like button and share it with a cousin that you like, and share it with one that you don't like, cause we want to get this to as many people as possible for the free 99. It's a lot of scammers out there. It's a lot of good people out there too, but I want more people to get exposed to this stuff for free instead of giving them scammers your money, or instead of dumping a whole lot of money in courses. Take that money and put it in the market. Put it to work in the market the right way. You feel me? Take that money and put it in the market the right way. Don't give me the money. You know what I'm saying? I make my money. You know what I'm saying? My wife make her money. We don't need your money. If you want to give me some money, go to the newtlr.com and buy a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. Hit the super chat. Thank you very much. But take your money and put it in the market, man. Put it in the market. What's going on, family? Anybody looked at the numbers? What the numbers look like, man? What the numbers look like? I ain't looked at the numbers. Who in here? 100. Say what's up to 100. Biggest bear. The biggest bear. Where Yogi at? Where Yogi at? What's up, Mendez? What's up, Dominique? What's up, Lalita? 11-3. That was the it was 11-3 year over year, 11-3 and 8-8. Okay, what was the I ain't even look at the project. What was the consensus? How did the market react to that? What was the consensus? Let's go look at it. I know you're a beast, but you may become a bear today. Oh, so the market tanking? The market tanking? I ain't a bull or a bear, man. I'm a beast. Top of the morning, Kwaku. What's up, Delvin? Gabriel, Chris. What's happening? Here to learn and share. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all drop something in the chat so I can see your name. Let's look at the consensus, man. I got to kind of skate through this today, I guess, cause I got a busy day today. I ain't gonna be able to trade today. I probably won't trade at all this week. What the jobless numbers looking like? Jobless numbers. Whoo. Consensus was 234. Actual was 244. 10,000 more than expected. Well above the consensus range. Well above the hot. The job numbers came in hot. For anybody that on the replay and don't understand how to use econoday.com, you just come to the calendar where you saw I was at right here in the beginning. When you want to see, you see how over here on retail sales it says consensus. Before the event happens, it says consensus, and you click on it and it show you what the consensus is. After the event happened, like over here where it say jobless claims and PPI, it says report after it happens. You go back and click the same thing and it'll show you what the actual numbers are. It show you that before the report happens, before the event happens, it just shows you the consensus. Golly, the consensus was 0.8 and the actuals was 1.1. Hot. Came in super hot. The year over year was 10.4. Came in 11.3. Hot. It's well above the consensus range. All right, let's look at the core. Oh, look here. You see this core right here? This core right here is lower than expected. This core is lower than expected. This right here is a good look. This is a good look because unlike the CPI, the PPI is typically a leading indicator. So since it's costing them less to make it, you feel me? They came in under what was expected. The prior was 0.7, the consensus was 0.5. This is for the core, right? This is excluding food and energy. You feel me? This is excluding food and energy. So this right here and this right here, you know what I'm saying, coming in less than the prior. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. All this right here. The month over month, the consensus was 0.5, and then it came in 0.3. The prior was 0.5. This one came in 0.3. The prior was 0.8. This one came in 6.4. You see what I'm saying? And then the consensus on the month over month was 0.5, and it came in 0.4. And you see what I'm saying? This right here that's good. That's good. It's showing that minus food and energy it's like under. You see what I'm saying? It's under the expected. So that's good. That's like a prelude to next time the next time the CPI may not be as hot. Not saying that it's guaranteed, but this is kind of a leading indicator because you know what I'm saying? All of this right here, like the top of the line is hot like that because because of like the energy and all of that right there. But without the food and the energy, it's like starting to taper off a little bit. So that's good. That's a good thing. In little Timmy Rogers' world, you know what I'm saying? In my world, in the way I'm seeing things. But these numbers hot. Let's see how the market react to it. Since I got this up, let's go ahead and pull up Spylean because I ain't got my Ninja Trader open yet. Wait a minute. Why in the world? Oh, I updated my Google. That's why. I'm like, why is everything different now? Because I had to sign back into my why is this on Apple? I had to sign back into my account and everything, but I updated my Google. And look how this look. This ain't even how my screen look. Y'all know how my whole thing messed up now. Man, what in the world is going on? My whole thing messed up now. This ain't even how my screen. It's got lines on it and everything. Man, what's going on with my? Oh my God. Am I signed in? Y'all hold on for a second, man. Y'all know I can't think straight when my stuff ain't looking right, man. Hold on, man. How do I get into my own? Cause I know it looked funny, cause I don't never have to when I first came and had like the picture up there, and I usually don't have that picture no more. Okay, there we go. There we go. I wasn't logged into my Google thing. All right. Man, I'm about to get upset. Okay. All right. Yeah, we about to gap down. We about to gap down. Did this gap down come from? Let me look at the ES. Let me look at the ES. Let me open my Ninja Trader, man. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all bear with me. When stuff don't be looking right, I go to getting all out of sorts. Let me see what y'all talking about while I'm waiting on the what's name to open up. ES took out equal lows at 37.44. We were talking about yesterday. Appreciate that, Kashaya. Yesterday, here we go. Okay. What? Oh, these 60-minute. Oh. Remember what we was talking about yesterday? Bad news don't tank the market. Bad news ain't taking the market. Man, remember what I talked about yesterday? Bad news ain't tanking the market. We was already going down. We was going down already before the news came out. You feel me? Bad news ain't tanking the market. Maybe they looking at it the same way I'm looking at it when the core was lower. Maybe they looking at it like that. What was else I was saying? Facts. And yesterday, low took. Yep. Good morning. Daily can be attacked. What I say? Daily can be attacked due to the major sell-off of sell-off. Be careful. Trade when you see your setup, family. If you made money this week, just chill out and have a great weekend. Yeah. 100. Stop putting them dissertations in there, man. I can't read. Good morning. Daily level, yesterday high if we get bullish. 100 here giving y'all gain. Y'all better read this chat, man. Y'all, what's up, Sanjay? Y'all better read this chat. We getting better and better every day. Teamwork make the dream work. Y'all better read this chat. What's up, Pamela? What's up, Gabriel? It seems to wait a minute. It seems drop came from JP. Oh, JP Morgan earnings. JP Morgan, they earnings was doo-doo. It was doo-doo. Let me put this on. What's this? But yeah, man, look at it. These hourly candles, and we were selling down last night. Pete, we can't. Overnight, what we did, the news ain't tanked the market, man. The bad news did not tank the market. Just like I was saying yesterday, this does not mean the market can't go down, but when bad news does not tank the market, good news will make the market. I know y'all like that sound. I know y'all like that sound. The good news will make the market take off. Let's peep the divergence real quick. I see some divergence just peeking over here. Just looking at it, I see some divergence. Right? Peep these lows. Peep these lows from over here. What these lows are right here. These lows are from the 5th. Right? These lows right here are from the 5th. These are yesterday's lows right here. Right? So we got yesterday lows and we got lows from the 5th. Okay. So the ES, let's go to the Dow because the Dow leading to the downside. The Dow showing the most relative weakness right now. For anybody that don't understand what I'm talking about, all three indices, the ES is on the top, the NQ is in the middle, the YM is on the bottom. The YM is the Dow, the NQ is the NASDAQ, even though I spelled it wrong on the crystal ball, and the ES is the S&P 500, right? All three typically move in unison. Mean they don't be tick for tick, but they move they're correlated. They're not inversely correlated. They correlated, meaning they move in the same direction. Like, see how all of them going up and going down? Like, they all go up and go down. But when we get one making lower lows and the other one's not making lower lows, they call that divergence, right? So look at yesterday. From yesterday's low, we just gonna start at yesterday's low, right? The YM actually made their low on a different candle. They were showing divergence yesterday. I'm glad I blew that up. Let me make these wicks fatter for y'all. I know I'm supposed to be getting right into the overnight price action, but you know, when I getting into my explanation mode, when I get in my explanation mode, I just have to keep going. Cause I be trying to help out cousins that don't understand stuff, man. Cause when I ain't have nobody getting it to me like that. What my little brother sent me. Oh, he took my nephew to the airport. I got to pick up my nephew, y'all. Okay, peak the divergence yesterday. So on the 9 o'clock candle, right, from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, right. Look at what the ES was doing. The ES was going up from 9 to 11. Hopefully y'all can see that line I just made. Yes, the ES was going up from 9 to 11, right, right. And then look at the NQ. The NQ was going up from 9 to 11, right? But then look at the Dow. Look at what the Dow was doing. The Dow was showing its relative weakness right there. The Dow went down from 9 to 11. That's divergence, right? The NQ was the strongest because their line is the steepest. Can y'all see that wick? That wick look invisible to me. Let me make, oh, I didn't make the wick big on all of them. I'm sorry, hold on. I got to make the wick big on all of them. Pause. Okay, so now all of them got thick wicks. Pause again. Hey, let me do these over here. Cause I don't know, y'all probably could see it fine, but like when I look at what y'all see, it be looking like the wicks are disappearing. Okay, so yesterday the Dow was showing relative weakness yesterday, right? Because as the NQ and the ES was making higher lows, the Dow was making a lower low, right? And so now looking at I stretch this out a little bit. I like for it to look a certain way. It be looking funny to me, but I stretch it out a little bit so I don't lose nobody. Now, looking at overnight from yesterday's low for the NQ. That's where we at right now, right? Let's go to the lowest low it made. Well, let's go to right now. We're just gonna go to right now. Even though this low right here is lower. I hate this right here. Let's just go there. Right? Nah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the current candle. ES. Right? The ES is slightly down. And then look at, God dog it. And then look at the YM. The YM is showing the most relative weakness. Like the NQ, I ain't nowhere near breaking yesterday's low. The Dow has broken yesterday's low and the low from the 5th, and it has pulled the ES down with it. The ES has broken yesterday's low. Did it get the low from the 5th? Yes, it looked like it did. And it got below the low from the 5th also. Yeah, it got below the low from the 5th also. Just went below it just a little bit. Low to it didn't get the one. It don't look like it took the one out on the 30th, but the one from the 5th and the relative equal low from the 1st and the 5th, it got those, but it didn't get the one from the 30th. But look at the strength of the NQ. The NQ is showing amazing strength right now. And if you notice, this the 830 line right here where I got the thing at right now. Look at those candles on the 830 line when the news came. The horrible jobless numbers, the horrible PPI numbers, and the market did not die. Bad news is not killing the market right now. The market was already selling down well before. It started selling down at 1 o'clock this morning. We came down right? Retraced back up to the close yesterday, and then came back down. Only thing we did was trade within the bottom half of the range of that super candle that got made yesterday on the bad news. Right? That's all we did. We just traded in the bottom half of that range of that candle. We stayed within the daily range of yesterday. We never traded outside of that daily range. We came up yesterday during the day, came back down, and during the Asian, you know what I'm saying, going into the London, we sold back down to the bottom of that 60-minute candle from yesterday from the news. On the ES, on the NQ showing amazing strength right now. If I was trading, I probably would be looking at the Qs. I'd probably be looking at the Qs if I was trying to get me a day trade or something, because the NQ showing strength. But if they start going into the NQ probably will pull the ES up too. Now, let the market show you what it's going to do, because it can fake you out and go ahead and dump. Just because the news ain't make it dump, don't mean it won't dump. Let the market show you what it's going to do. Look for your setup. You know what I'm saying? Look for your setup. Remember what I said yesterday? Understand the narrative, right? The narrative right now is we getting bad news and the market not tanking. You know what I'm saying? What did JP Morgan say about their let's look at JP Morgan. What do JP Morgan be showing in pre-market? What did they say about their what's the name? Oh, look at how they gapping down. Look at how they gapping down. JP Morgan gapping down. They gapping down real good. And then if I ain't mistaken, I don't think it's nothing unusual about JP Morgan doing bad on earnings days. Let's go back and look at this earnings day right here. See that? Look at that. Earnings day. They gap down mammoth. You see what I'm saying? That ain't nothing unusual. They was right here, last earnings, gap down mammoth. So that's not unusual for them to gap down like that. Let's look at this earnings day right here, see what they did. This earnings day right here. Look at that. The day before earnings day, gap down mammoth. So that's not unusual for them to gap down. This is just the kind of stuff that go through the mind of little Timmy Rogers. When I look at stuff, shout out my financial advisor, Dustin Tidbit. He be like, when you see something happen, ask yourself, is that unusual? You know what I'm saying? And so when I see JP Morgan about to gap down on this earnings right here, I said, is that unusual? So see what I did? I went back and I looked at the last two earnings cycles that they did. I ain't go back forever. I just looked back. I'm like, okay, that's not unusual. Because it's like I vaguely remember somebody saying something about, you know what I'm saying, JP Morgan going down on earnings or whatever. So I went back to look, and it's not unusual for them to gap down mammoth on their earnings day. So let's see how the market play out today, man. Remember what I said, today was going to be the telltale sign if the bears getting tired or not, man. And this market has been getting reason after reason to just die. You feel me? To just die. Can we still push down to that 200 moving average on the spot and then get back up? Let's turn that 200 on. You know what I'm saying? Can we still, let me go to a weekly. Can we still push? Let me see. We gapping down, but we still above this low right here. Let's see if the bulls can hold this right here. Let's go to the weekly. We still ain't made a new weekly low yet. Let's see if the bulls can hang on and stop them from making a weekly low. But can we come down and test this 200 right here and then push back up? Sure we can. Sure we can. Will we do it? I don't know. I ain't got no crystal ball, but let's let the market tell us what it want to do. Be prepared either way, but understand the narrative. This horrible news ain't tanking the market. The market had already sold down before the news came out. And when the news came out, the market didn't tank. The market, let's see what the market did. Let's look at the calendar, see what the market did when the news actually dropped. I'm gonna go to a 1 minute. I'm gonna go all the way to a 1 minute. Y'all see all my stuff got taken. I ain't even marked no levels or nothing. Look at that. reset, instant reset. It did an instant reset, and this time the range was like nothing. What's the high? The high of this candle, 37.59.50. The low, 37.38.75. Right? That's not the same size candle as yesterday. I know that much. 37.59.50. 37.59.50 minus 37.38.75. 37.38.75. A 20-point candle. Nothing like yesterday. What yesterday was like a 100-point candle or something like that, right? Yesterday was a stupid candle. So it was a 20-point wick out. You know what I'm saying? It wicked down, it wicked up. Let me drop down lower to see which way it wicked first. I'm gonna go to 30 seconds. Cause I just said it wicked down and wicked up. I think I just made my computer blow up when I put it on seconds. Still ain't give it to me. Still, that was all within 30 seconds. It wicked all within 30 seconds. So I don't know which way it wicked first. So all of 30 seconds, bam, bam, real quick. That's it. 30 seconds, wicked everybody out. Wicked them out to the top, wicked them out to the bottom. Let me look at my liquidity lines real quick because see if we can get some downside, upside targets. Okay, looking at what's going on now. First sell side target. First sell side liquidity would be the new overnight low that it just made at 37.38.75. The one I was just talking about. I don't know why I didn't remember that. I don't know why I didn't remember because I was just talking about that number. I might need that ginkgo. I might need that ginkgo. Is it called ginkgo? I think that's what it's called. Jesus, what am I doing? Okay. All right, and then the first upside target, low hanging fruit right here. This high, first upside buy side liquidity, low hanging fruit. 37.64.25. 37.64.25. 37.60. What I said? 64.25. Low hanging fruit. 37.64.25. I'll fix these in a minute. I'm just trying to get them on there real quick because the market about to open. The market about to open. So I'm just trying to put them out there real quick. Before the market get open. Oh man. Shout out Lex. She shared this video yesterday. It was talking to a buddy that trade ICT stuff. Don't need this. It took that, and he was in. If you don't watch that video, if you don't get nothing out of that video, the London opened up at 37.89.25. We opened up midnight at 38.01.25. So you can see how far the selling had already went before the news hit. We opened up at 38.01, and then by the time the news hit, we was all the way down to 37.52. You know what I'm saying? So we had already came down almost 50 points by the time the news came out. So the selling came out well before the news came out. And when the market just opened up, anybody that got to go trade, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hit the like button and share it with a cousin before you dip. Okay, this right here, we got a fair value gap right here that still hasn't been filled. a 15-minute. Let's look at how many, if we got any 60 minutes. Let's mark out some fair value gaps real quick. To the upside, to the downside. We inside this 4-hour fair value gap right here that we marked the other day. Shout out to cousin that pointed that out. We inside that 4-hour fair value gap, and we set a new overnight low right there. That's the first sell side liquidity that I'm looking at. See if the market want to try to take that. This is a 60-minute imbalance. Okay, we took the sell side. Don't need that. Boom, get out of there. Right there where that sell side I just took, just deleted that off. Pete, that's a 60-minute breaking structure right there, accompanied by a fair value gap. Right? That's a get back over there, Tim. That's a high probability sell right there. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. If the market get up there and start acting like it want to push back down, not saying that it will sell off, but on a red day, on a down day, you look for reason to sell until proven wrong. So be mindful of this area right here. That's a hourly breaking structure right there, accompanied with a 60-minute fair value gap. So be mindful of that. Be very, very mindful of that. All right. Shout out the video they was talking about the mitigation gap, mitigation blocks and all of that right there. You know what I'm saying? You got a high, a low, a failure to break that high, made a lower low. You know what I'm saying? According to the video, this right here would be a mitigation block right there. I ain't back test that or practiced that yet, but I just peeped it on the 60-minute level. You got a high, you got a low, we got a high that failed to break that high, but then we came and made a lower low. So right there, boom, mitigation block. You know what I'm saying? The way you trade it was when it come back up to here, boom, it go back down. That's the way you trade it. Just like I say, a breaking structure. It's the same thing as what I was saying. You got the breaking structure to the downside, but they just take it a step further with the mitigation block. The mitigation block from the video, now, don't quote me on none of this right here. This is just stuff that I've been looking at on the video that I saw, right? The difference between the mitigation block and the breaker is like how you came up here with the high, the low, then this high didn't break through that high, and then it broke through the low. That made it a mitigation block, right? In order for it to be a breaker, it would be a high, the low, a higher high, and then a lower low. And then that would be the breaker. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between the breaker and the mitigation block based off the video that I've been watching. But that's why I say, why, and I had already peeped that, but with just the breaking structure before I even looked at the fact that it was forming what they call a mitigation block. Shout out to nephew Quanti. Quanti was talking about I said, Quanti, if you don't stop coming up with all these blocks, who you, Lego man? Lego block man? No, it's not the same as the breaker. Hopefully you asked that right before I said that. But just in case you didn't, what make it a breaker is that the breaker breaks the liquidity to both sides. You see what I'm saying? Like, so on the breaker, you make a high, right? I'm pointing at my screen like y'all can see me make a high. It's buy side liquidity up there, right? You come down, make a low. Don't matter where the low go. You come up, you make a higher high. Boom, run that liquidity. Come down, make a lower low. Boom, run that liquidity. That's the breaker right there. With the mitigation block, I just got put on to this. I heard it before, but I just got put on to it, right? Watching a video. And so, boom, the difference is this high or low on the opposite side don't run liquidity. It don't run it. You make the high, you make the low, you make a high that don't run liquidity, then you make a low that runs liquidity. That's the mitigation block. Flip it on its head. You know what I'm saying? The low won't run liquidity, but the new high will, and then that'll be the mitigation block. You know what I'm saying? In between, however it is. Just flip it upside down. Yeah, flip it upside down. We going look like we trying to get down there and get that sell side liquidity. The market ain't really doing too much right now. It ain't really doing too much moving and shaking and moving. It ain't trying to be Rip City or nothing. It ain't trying to be Rip City. Look like we going to get that sell side. Sell side has been touched. Sell side has been touched. Did it take it out or did it go wick for wick? 50. It ain't touched it yet. It's close. It went to 37, 38, 50. The sell side is below 37, 38, 75. It's getting real close to it. It went down and kissed it. It said, Mwah. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? He can't spell either. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I think price will return to midnight open price. Yeah, it's acting like the sell side has been taken. The sell side has been taken. Oh, Lil Hawk said JP Morgan halting their share buyback. JP Morgan second quarter profits fell 28% after building reserves for bad loans. Okay. Let's see how JP Morgan trade today off of that bad news. Who else reported today? Did Morgan Stanley report today? Did Morgan Stanley report today? I said that. Stupid McNupit candle yesterday. Red. You and Lil Timmy Rogers in the same class, man. Y'all in the same class. What time? 9:38. I got to get ready to take Chris in a minute, y'all. The sell side has been taken. Let's look at the what the candle's doing. NQ starting to drop. Everybody going to the downside. NQ still has not broken yesterday's low. The ES and the Dow have taken out all the equal lows. I ain't got enough data loaded for the ES. They've taken out all the equal lows back to the 30th. Like all them relative equal lows that was down there. The ES has run all them relative equal lows back to the 30th. Pushing down real heavy toward on the bottom of this 4-hour fair value gap. Let me put this on. Let me load some more. Let me load some more days. Load some more days so I can see what's going on here. So this right here. Look at this little area right here. The reason why I'm zooming in here because I marked out a 4-hour fair value gap. I see also it's got it's a 60-minute fair value gap too. That's a little bit bigger than the 4-hour. The 60-minute a little bit bigger than the 4-hour. I'm just zooming in to see what's going on in this area right here for anybody who, want to know what I'm doing right now. I just want to get a understanding of what's going on in that area to see what possibilities it could be trying to trade to in that area. And then that give us another low right there. There's a low right there. I'm just going to put a line right here. I don't feel like marking out my regular line that I do. Is that a daily low? Yes, that's a daily low. From the 22nd. So June 22nd. That's a daily low from June 22nd. Okay, that's a daily low from June 22nd. Let's see what the target is. See, we took out all of these relative equal lows have been taken. right? All these relative equal lows have been taken. All of these here, we inside this fair value gap here. Got a 60-minute fair value gap down to there. Let's see if that's the target. The NQ. Let's see if the NQ come down and take yesterday's low. If the NQ keep pushing down to take yesterday's low, might be, man, where's the Dow head? And I can't even see where the Dow head. And I ain't got enough data loaded to see where the Dow trying to get. Yo. What's going on in the chat? Goldman Sachs next week. Morgan Stanley. Yeah, Morgan Stanley reported today. Okay, Morgan Stanley, not Goldman Sachs. I said Goldman Sachs, but Morgan Stanley, MS, not GS. Okay, Morgan Stanley reported what Morgan Stanley was pre-market. Also, what they earnings look like. Tomorrow reporting United Health. Yup. Wells Fargo. Yeah, it's a lot of people reporting. It's earnings season. It's earnings season. Hey man, I got to get ready to go take Chris to this what's the name thing? To this tennis, and then get ready to go pick up my nephew. Sell side liquidity has been taken, right? This we got 2 minutes before this 15-minute candle close. If this 15-minute candle closes below this sell side, where below the sell side right here, if this 15-minute close below the sell side, personally I would be looking for more downside, right? If this 15-minute close below the sell side without taking out this without filling this full 60-minute fair value gap right here. If it close anywhere below this without filling this 60 minutes within this next minute and 45 seconds, then I will be looking for more downside. If we get this deep into this fair value gap and close below this liquidity like this, I'll be looking for more downside. Even if it retrace back up to here, I will still be looking for it to push down because we got a closure below this downside personally. That's what I will be looking for. Again, you go with the trend until proven wrong, but just wait for high pro. Oh, that's what I was saying about the video that Lex shared, right? If you don't get nothing, matter of fact, let me go to my YouTube page and show you what the video was. If you don't get nothing out of that video, the one thing that should resonate with you the most is that Buddy said he that's the video right there that was talking about mitigation blocks right there. Mitigation blocks versus breakers. If you want to go see that right there. Somebody like Ghost Trader, he got a heavy accent, but he was talking about mitigation blocks versus breakers. And that's how, cause I'm like, man, what's a mitigation block? Y'all stop using all these blocks, Lego man, right? So that's a mitigation block, right? And then what in the world? Oh, this when I fell asleep last night. I was looking at this because I remember I woke up and Market Monday was on. I'm like, who in the world looked at Market Monday on my channel? But I fell asleep while I was watching this video right here. And when I woke up, I heard Ian talking. And I'm like, what in the world? And I turned the TV off. I'm like, wait a minute. When I looked at that, and that's from 2020. Yeah, so that's the video with the mitigation block. Where is I looked at it on my phone. I watched the video on my phone. So that's why it still should be showing in here. There he is right there. Right here. This the video right here. Funded to 3.2 million. ICT Trader explains his 60K profit split nightmare. Right? By Trading Nut. They interviewed this dude and he trade ICT style trading, but he talked about his whole, process of like trying to get into the right mental space and all that. But out of everything that he said, right? You can sit down and watch the interview if you want to, but out of everything he said, remember that he said when people start trading, they want to jump immediately to the lower time frames. And when you do that, that's just like being a surgeon. And now you got to be surgically precise because you're on the low time frames. And I don't know if he said this part, but think about it like this, right? You are in kindergarten, you know what I'm saying, trying to get on the court with Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? On the lower time frames, you got to be pinpoint precise, and you got to be lightning quick to get in and get out, because those lower time frames moves can be just a little fractal of a bigger move that you don't understand that you're in the middle of. So start out on the higher time frames. Don't try to jump in and be a 1 minute sniper. Don't try to jump in and be a 5 minute trader. Don't try to jump in and be a 15-minute trader. Start out, you know what I'm saying? Start out getting your daily buys from your weekly and your daily. Start out looking at the 60-minute. You know what I'm saying? Let the move play out real slow. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Let it play out real slow to get used to how to set up, and you'll get used to the overall bias. So then once you get the overall bias, then you can start to train yourself to jump down to the lower time frames to get in, get a better entry, or get in and get out. But don't try to start on the lower time frames, because your favorite trader trade on the 1 minute. Your favorite trader trade on the 5 minute, but your favorite trader ain't told you about getting the understanding of the higher time frames. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't get nothing out of that interview, if you don't want to go watch the interview, that's the most important thing about that interview that I took away from that. Besides the fact he talked about everything being mental. It's all about the psychology of trading. Drop the link in the chat. Which one? You talk about the link for which one? For what video? Which video, the link you want me to put the link in the chat for? I just talked about 2 videos, Hawk. Oh, I forgot to put the what's name? My bad, y'all. I got to go now. I ain't even got time. I ain't put the link in the chat so people can pull up. Which link you was talking about? Lil Hawk. I ain't put the link in the chat so people can pull up, man. My bad. I'm sorry. I got to get ready to get out of here, man. I put it in there anyway. Chris, is it still raining outside? Chris, is it still raining outside? I got the link in the chat for anybody if y'all want to pull up, man. I apologize. You talk about the video, the one now with Buddy trading. This, it's still raining. Do you want to try to still go to tennis thing, or you want to ride with me to Atlanta? I just put the link in the chat. For that that YouTube video where he was talking to Buddy with the yeah, that's it. That's the video. That's Buddy right there. Kyle Jade, capital FX. That's Buddy right there. I just put the link in the chat. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to get out of here. I got to get myself together. Chris said he gonna go to Atlanta with me, but I got to go pick my nephew up. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. If y'all still on here, I appreciate y'all for still sticking around, listening to the old man talk. I know I get all over the place sometimes, but it be a lot of stuff going on in my head. I just try to share the stuff as it come out. Tonight, I got Discipline Over Dollars with the youth. So I see y'all at 7:30, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all trade safe out here in these unforgiving streets. Hit the like button and share this with a cousin that you like. Share it with a cousin you don't like. I'll see y'all later. Gone.